so today's video is March favorites, which is great. Okay. I've discovered some good ass things this month, I won't lie, and I'm really excited to tell you guys about them. And yeah, I don't have much to say in this intro, I guess, so we'll just get to it. I will say though that the hair is not up for discussion because it's really greasy and it's driving me nuts, and after I film this I'm going to put it in a really messy bun on top of my head until I feel like washing it, which should be tonight, but we'll see. Okay, so starting off with nail polish, the first one I have is Lost My Bikini in Molokini. I think that's how you say it. This is from the OPI Hawaii collection, which I've really been enjoying. If you follow me on Instagram, you might know that. But this is just such a nice purple color, and I thought it was going to remind me a lot of like You're So Euro and those kinds of colors, but it was actually not as neon as those kind of colors. It was just a good, rich, dark yet bright purple. It's hard to explain, but it really was a pop of color on your nails, but a dark pop of color. Does that make any sense? But I totally loved this, and I think I even gave myself like a crappy manicure with this, and I loved the way it turned out. It was a really nice formula. I didn't have an issue with it, and yeah, so totally loved that. I also gave myself a crappy manicure with this, and this is Essie Blossom Dandy, which I love. I was wearing this when I actually hauled this collection. This is from the Flowerista collection, that's what it's called. I've really been enjoying this collection. I have one on my nails right now. I don't remember, Garden Variety I have on my nails right now. But this one I really, really liked. It didn't remind me of Mint Candy Apple too much. It was just a really good, bright, I mean, it looks mint, but to me it's more of like a baby blue, bright color. I had a little glitter accent nail, and I totally loved it. And again, really easy formula. I like painting my own nails with Essie nail polishes because their brushes are a little bit thinner, and that's easier for me because I'm terrible at painting my nails. But yeah, totally loved. And last but not least, I have an oldie but a goodie. This is OPI Pandemonium Pink, which I've had for a long time, and I don't think I've put it on my nails in a really long time, but it was such a good color. I still have it on my toes. It's kind of just like a pinky lavender color, and you're not really sure which one it pulls more. It kind of reminds, it is not a dupe for Mod About You, but it's kind of in the same color family, I would say, with a lot more like lavender added to it, not quite as bright. Mod About You is like super stick out on your nails. This is kind of more of like a pinky lavender nude. It's really pretty. I'm really glad that I busted it out and tried it again. I thought it would make a good spring, kind of close to Easter color, and totally loved it. A classic. Now moving on to makeup, I have a couple base favorites because I really have been all about that base. First, I have this NYX Angel Veil, which if you watched my last video, it was my spring everyday makeup look. Squeeze me. The story with this is I got it a while back. They sent me this with one of the packages they sent me in the past, and I was trying it and I was loving it, and then I started breaking out, and I kind of was trying a few different things at the same time that could have broken me out, so I was kind of like, well, what is it? For some reason I came to the conclusion that it was this, but then I came to realize, and I told you this in an empties, that it was the Yes, that was so loud. I came to the conclusion that it was the Yes to Cucumbers makeup wipes that I was using to take off my makeup. Those were breaking me out, and I knew something was different in breaking me out because it was really tiny breakouts that I don't normally get. I break out on my chin all the time, that's not a new story, but it was really strange breakouts, so I knew it was something. So anyway, thought it was this, stopped using this, but then I realized it was the other thing. I started using this again recently, and I love it. I think it is a really similar product to the Benefit Professional, and this is actually kind of pricey for the drugstore. I think it's $15, maybe even $16, but it is super nice. It's better than the $32 price tag of the Professional, and I think, like I mentioned with the Professional, that it just, even before you put on makeup, it just makes your skin look like perfected and really nice, and this does the same thing. This is white when you squeeze it out of the tube, but it goes on completely like clear, translucent, whatever you want to call it. It's really nice. I've totally been loving it, and I also love the packaging with the pretty pink little guy there. Oh, my hair is driving me nuts. Next, I have a new powder favorite, and if you are into YouTube videos, you've probably seen this. This is the Tarte, I don't even know what this is. What is Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation. So it's like a powder foundation. I've been using it to set my Jouer Matte Moisture Tint, and at first I tried to skip out on the little brush because it's literally $26. But I didn't really have another brush that worked well with it. I wasn't liking the way it was applying, so I was like, ugh, fine, I'll get this. So I got it, and I'm actually really liking it with this product. But I really like this powder. It has a really nice finish to it, and I really like the color. This is the color Fair Honey, and I like the way it's described, fair skin with peach undertones, because I'm definitely not pink because I cannot stand the way pink foundations look on my skin. And I would definitely say I go more towards like a yellow. I'm just white. Honestly, I'm very pale, but like if I am pulling anything, it's yellow. So I liked the name Peach, so I was like, ooh, I'm gonna try this. And I think it's a really good color match. I'm wearing it today. I really like it. I even like it for under my eyes. It doesn't like bunch up in my dry spots, and it doesn't make my face feel dry. It's really, really nice, and I'm totally loving it. I also love the packaging. It just comes with this like little net looking thing, and then you dip your little brush in and then kind of swirl it around your face. Really nice. I just love Tarte products, so I wanted to try this. But I will say, and I actually wanted to like ask you guys about this, I did buy the Tarte Maracuja normal foundation. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's the one that comes in the purple tube. And I got it because I've heard such great things about it, and I really liked the color selection because they're so like pinpointy with exactly what skin tone you are. I just think it's so thick, and it feels thick on my skin. I can feel it on my skin throughout the day. I've only used it twice, so I do want to try it a couple more times before I return it because I want to like it so bad. But let me know, first of all, if you've tried it, what you think about it, and if you do use it, what do you use to apply it? Because the Beauty Blender wasn't really working because it was so thick, and I felt like I couldn't get a good application with my Sigma brush because it was so thick. Should I use my fingers? I don't really know. I just thought it was so thick. It could just be that I'm like being a brat and I'm really used to my like lighter foundations, but just let me know what you guys think. I want to like it because I love the color match to my skin. But yeah, anyway, for now, I've totally been loving this, and yeah. Guys, this is a big one. A life-changing one, maybe. And it is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, and I love this. I've only had it for a week, literally a week, but I don't care. It's enough time for me to know that I am obsessed with this, and you should be obsessed with it too. It is beautiful. Let me know if you want me to do like an in-depth review swatch video on this because I really love it and I would be willing to do that. I don't want to blind you with this, but it won't bend back. First of all, it's along the same lines of the chocolate bar palettes and the chocolate bronzers. It smells like chocolate because it's made out of cocoa powder, and it is amazing. And my most favorite thing about this is I'm a very fair girl. I'm very, very pale, and I can use all of these shades, even this one. So I really like that. I don't know if it's made for fair-skinned people, but like, damn, I can really use it, and I totally love it. I was gonna tell you my favorite shades, but I literally use all of these. I don't always use the super shimmery highlight shade, but I still love it. I don't think it's too shimmery. I think it's really nice. And yeah, I love the light cocoa for underneath my eyes. I have that on today. Highlight down the nose. It's like what I've always seen Jaclyn Hill doing with her like banana powder, but I never had that, so now I'm like, oh my goodness, I have like a highlighting powder, and I'm so excited about it. I use the medium cocoa to like actually contour with my flat contour brush from the Bold Metals line from Real Techniques, and then I warm up my face with this one, and then if I want a little more extra highlight, I use this one. So totally love. I haven't really used the brush yet, so I can't give you a report on that. But, oh my god, you guys. I'm like out of breath. I can't even like describe this to you. I freaking love this. I think it was $38, maybe $40. I thought it was $50, so I was excited that it was not $50. But worth the money. I don't regret this purchase at all. I think it's amazing, and I have been obsessed. I cannot wait to do my makeup each day because I look forward to using this. I feel like this is going to be a really long video already, and I'm not even done. I have a blush favorite. This is the Laura Geller Blush and Brighten in Pink Grapefruit. This is a little sample size. I got this in my Birchbox, and this was worth the $10 alone, let me tell you. It is the most beautiful, like marbled, beautiful blush, and I'm wearing it today. I love this because it's kind of a one-stop shop for me. I don't need to use a highlighter on top of it because it just kind of gets the job done itself. Can you see? So on days where I'm wearing less makeup, I will use this because it's an easy sweep across my cheeks. It looks good. I love the pink color of this, and I'm just obsessed. Every time I try something from Laura Geller, I'm always super impressed, so maybe I should try more things. But yeah, I totally love it, and I highly suggest it. It's my new favorite blush. And if I ever run out of this little guy, I will purchase the full size because I'm obsessed. I have a couple lip favorites, and I know I keep saying that I'm going to be doing a full swatch review collection video on these, and I'm going to. Still testing them out to see which ones I like the best, but I thought I'd hit on a couple that I've been wearing in the videos this past month. These are the NYX High Voltage lipsticks, and they're amazing lipsticks. They're $6. They feel amazing on your skin. They don't travel. The color payoff is really, really great, and they come in the most fun colors, and I've been having such a good time wearing, you know, bright purple lipstick in videos. So this color is Twisted, and I was wearing this in my Ipsy Birchbox video this month, and I was nervous to put it up because I was like, I look like an idiot. But I got a bunch of comments saying how much you guys enjoyed it, so I'm really excited. This is, I already told you it's called Twisted, I'm not sure. There's these really sleek, slender lipsticks, and it's just a very bright violet color, and I just enjoyed wearing it. I don't know if I'd ever wear it out of the house per se, but I totally love it. I think it's so much fun. And then in another video I wore literally dark brown lipstick, and this is in the color Dirty Talk, and I was probably even more nervous to put this one up, and I said it in like the first 2 seconds of the video. Yes, I'm wearing brown lipstick, and it's just quite literally brown, but you guys loved it too. I don't know what I don't know what's wrong with you people that you like all these weird colors. Brown I certainly don't think I'd wear out of the house, but it's super fun to have on hand, and it's just they're just such a good creamy, moisturizing, non-drying formula for such fun colors, and they're $6. So these are my 2 favorites of the month. Still going through them. I will have that video up for you guys this month because I love them. I want you guys to love them too. So yeah. I have one eyeshadow favorite, well, it's kind of several, because it's a palette. This is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. I got this for Christmas, and I've just more recently been like really obsessed with it, and I've had a lot of videos this month where you guys were asking what was on my eyes. I've been getting a lot of questions and requests for tutorials, which makes me nervous, but I think in almost every video I put up this month, I was wearing some sort of combination of these shadows, if you were interested. Again, smells of the chocolate, which smells amazing, and it's just really fun. Most of them are nice neutral brown colors. I like a fun blue, a fun pink, but for the most part it's a good mix of matte and shimmery shades, and I loved my original chocolate bar palette, so when this one came out I was like, I must have that, and I'm totally loving it. I don't know which one I like better. I'm not equipped to answer that question yet. Maybe I'll grow the balls to do a tutorial, but I don't know. That really scares me. I have a couple skincare favorites. The first one is an under eye favorite. This is the Simple Sensitive Skin Experts Revitalizing Eye Roll-On, and this says kind to eyes, and I've had this for a while, but I just now started using it. I love it. First of all, it has like the cool metal roller ball at the end, so it's really cool when you put it on, like not just cool, but like temperature wise it feels really cold and cool when you put it on, which is nice for the mornings because I don't ever have problems with dark circles, but I do have puffy eyes usually when I wake up, especially if I didn't get enough sleep, so things like this really help, and the tip really just feels good, nice and cooling, and I've totally been loving it. It's kind of just like a gel formula. I roll it on, pat it in with my finger, it sinks in nicely, and it's good to go. It's not, I wouldn't say it's super moisturizing, but I do enjoy using it in the morning. Next I have a favorite from Derma E. This is their Hydrating Day Cream, or Creme, with hyaluronic acid, and I've been liking this on days where I pretty much know I'm not going to be outside and I don't need the SPF, so sometimes I feel weird about using it if I'm just going to be inside because my normal day moisturizer has SPF in it, so if I'm not doing that or if I shower later in the day, I don't know, whatever. If I don't want SPF, I've been using this and I totally love it. It's a really nice, light day cream. It even sits well underneath my makeup, and the hyaluronic acid is super moisturizing and it smells amazeballs. Okay guys, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see my random favorites, I put that up a couple of videos ago. I will have it linked down below. I had a really good time filming random favorites that weren't beauty favorites, so I'm going to be doing it more often because you guys seem to like it as well. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to see more into my daily life. And yeah, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. I will see you guys very soon. Oh, also, please go check out my last JLT video. I'll have it linked down below. I was really, really proud of it, so I want you guys to see it just in case you're not subscribed over there. Subscribe, go check it out, and yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you very soon. I hope you have a great day. And yeah, love you guys. Bye!